It's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bumping through your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass.
Welcome to the Really Charlie Podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Perry, and today's guest is going to be Michelle Odes, president of the WNDL League, which is the Women's D League, National D League. I can't wait to have her on there. She was referred to me by a friend of mine, and I couldn't wait to have this wonderful woman on the podcast. So momentarily, she's going to join us, and just want to let you know that the Women's National D League is the parent company of the Women's D League, WNDL, and its affiliate companies are located in New York, Connecticut, Jersey, Philadelphia, Georgia, Milwaukee, Carolina, and Minnesota. The Women's National Development League was started to provide talented women an opportunity to showcase their skills in a competitive league. Each year, there are approximately 35 open draft spots for the new WNBA players. The NCAA estimates that's only 3% of the draft eligible for the NCAA Division I women's basketball graduates make it to the WNBA professional ranks. For those not interested and disrupting their lives to head overseas and join a professional team. The options were limited until now. The Women's National D League Incorporated is comprised of 8 professional teams, which are largely backed by the WNDL, created in 2017. All WNDL teams are controlled by a franchise owner. The WNDL is official women's D League to prepare players, coaches, officials, trainers, front office staff for the WNDL, all while also acting as League Research Development League. All affiliated with teams are franchised under the WNDL. All 8 teams are competitive with one another. The league offers elite women's professional basketball competition at an affordable price in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere. The WNDL and its affiliate teams are looking to make strong impact in sports entertainment, venue management. It is dedicated to recruiting and developing individuals with skills, experience, desire, and values to contribute to the continued growth and success of our organization. Together, we will transform events into experiences. These experiences will create excitement, turn heads, and make groundbreaking memories, while providing a league to help young female athletes be able to continue their dreams of playing basketball competitively here in the United States. The Winter League season will run from November through March, where the quality of play will be high, the level of competition will be fierce, and it will provide a great afternoon or evening family fun to watch, where fans can expect a fun, family-friendly environment, which will be highlighted with dances, entertainment squads, and off-court fun, such as raffles, contests, meeting players. They will see some of the best basketball's rising stars in a high-level competition who are looking to make an impact at the next level in the WNBA League. All right, everyone. Our guest is here. She's backstage. She is behind this brainstorm. She's the president. She is definitely the one behind the scenes, along with many, many others, trying to make this league happen. It is happening, actually. And I'm very, very impressed with it. And man, we got to get it up here in New England. We definitely got to get this league up here. So I'm gonna just pull some money out of my pocket and get a D League team up here. I wish I had it because I would do it. All right, without further ado, Michelle Olds, president of the WND League.
Hello, everyone. Good evening, Charlie. Thank you so much for having me today.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Nice to have you. Nice
Thank
to
you.
finally talk to you face to face,
Yes.
or camera to camera. How you, I don't
Face to face is good.
Yeah, right. Very, very impressive what you all are doing, and
Thank you.
I'm very, very happy. I will do everything that I can to help you as far as up in this region, in the New England area. So I'm going to try to push it as much as I can through the platforms that we have, and also, wow, I definitely would love to see a team up here, either in Massachusetts, Connecticut, anywhere in Rhode Island. There's plenty of venues out there in this area. So hopefully we can get one of the teams up this way.
Oh, we can definitely make that happen.
All right. We have to. So how was your day?
My day is good. Busy, but busy is always good. What about yourself?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Busy day, went to work, came home, start this podcast with you. And I first want to say congratulations as a newlywed, and
Thank you. Thank
I
you.
hope many, many more years for you. And please, hugs to your family. I know that's a special occasion, and I'm glad that you did it.
Thank you.
And I'll make it happen.
Thank you so much.
So we have a mutual friend, and that's Lexi Barrows.
Yes.
I've been so proud of her since she's been around 8 years old, and I'm very, very happy that she's continuing to play basketball.
Yes.
And I want her to take basketball, or let basketball take her as far as it can go. And she definitely has a heart of gold, and and that's what she says about you also.
Thank you. Yes, her skills as a player, she's good. She has a lot of talent. And just with her wanting to give back to the community with coaching and doing her programs is awesome.
Yes. Her and the staff in that building are tremendous. They're tremendous athletes. And when they're kind of given a good professional guidance to the kids in this community, it's I highly recommend that. If you got a young kid out there playing ball, send her off to Lexi and Brian and a few others. We have quite a few in the area, but I definitely like what they're doing.
Absolutely.
I'm a girl dad, so I like a girl coaching her sometimes.
Yes.
All right, let's see here. We got a comment here. I want to make sure I'm addressing everything. All right, Sherry's on the line. Hello, Sherry. Hello,
Hi, Sherry.
Mike. Yeah, hello, Michael. How you doing?
Hi, Michael.
Good, strong supporters of the Really Charlie podcast. So, Michelle, as president, you're probably doing many, many things every single day, even whether you're at home or you're probably doing tons of things. And I was looking at all the pages that you offer on YouTube, Facebook, and I'm trying to join as much as I can so I can be aware of what's going on. Where do you recommend a fan like me to go to learn more about the Women's D League?
Well, like you stated, we have many topics and information on a lot of platforms. So it's pretty much across the web. We can do YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, any handle that someone may have, we're on there.
Good. That's great. Because you never know who you can reach out to, and it's one thing great about the internet. It's worldwide, and
Yes.
you may meet people across the pond on the East Coast or the West Coast, and definitely that's something that you need,
Yes.
especially.
It's international. I've had interest as far as Canada and Nigeria.
Wow. Awesome. Well, we definitely want it to do what it's supposed to do and what it's intending to do, and that's just to highlight young women doing their thing. Playing ball. There's I love the game of basketball, and I truly love women's basketball, and I think that they're in it to play, they're in it to be competitive, and I don't see any difference. I love the game, and I appreciate it. And I first off want to give you a high five, and to do this, and well, actually let's back up a little bit. And what inspired you to get involved in this?
I've always been a fan of basketball since I was growing up. I'll tell my age a little bit. One of my favorite team was the Pistons, the bad boys. If
Hmm.
they could not beat you on the court with their talent, there was some fighting to be had. But overall, they was gonna make sure you left the arena or you left that television set remembering their names. So
Exactly.
I've always been a fan watching basketball with my dad. And then I became aware of WNBA. The first player or the first game that I saw was with Teresa Witherspoon with the Liberty, and
Very
I was in
nice.
awe of how talented the women were, and they can play just as well as the men. And that
Yes.
led me to other teams. Cynthia Cooper, shout out to the Houston Comets who are no longer together. But Cynthia Cooper, she took her team to the playoff many of times.
Yeah.
And just seeing all the talent that was out there for the women, then you realize after college, if they were not drafted to the WNBA, most of them either had to go overseas or in their career.
Hmm.
So with them not having the opportunity of a G League, now a D League, because it was G League for the men, now it's D League. That's when the Women's National D League was inspired, came to fruition by the founder, Mr. B.
Awesome. Awesome. The great Mrs. Cooper, she is a tremendous interview. I have heard many interviews with her on different podcasts. She's definitely a great interview and a great story. So, for you to be, admiring such a woman like her, she's just tremendous, man. So the I love stories like that, especially when you're driven by other people. We should all try to mentor someone, you know, whether we want to be a mentor or not. But we got to give our, our best foot forward, because everyone's look. Some people are looking from afar,
Yes.
So you got to put on. You got to definitely be in your best character, and with you hold titles. You have a title as a president, so excuse me, the eyes are on you at all times. So, but I gotta say that you're probably uplifting many women, just by what you're doing, and keep up the good work.
Thank you. I really hope so. That's the whole mission, the legacy of the Women's National D League is to be a vehicle for these young ladies to have the opportunity to continue to play basketball at a competitive level.
Yes, and I really wanna. I'm gonna talk to you some more about this, because now that I really think about it, and getting a team in the Northeast would be very well received, and I think that we got to work on that, because there's so much talent here. It's like, yeah, I read on your description about the league and everything and why it's formed. There are so many athletes going overseas. I
Yes.
mean, girl Lexi, she went overseas. And it's this. The experience was good, bad, and ugly. But it would be nice to be, as you're going through the experience of being a player, that you're home, or you're close to home, or within the borders of the United States, so you can actually, if you need to go home real quick, guess what? You can go home and talk to the right people, or get away for a second. Being overseas makes things a little bit difficult.
It does. I feel there's nothing more spectacular than a player playing at home and hearing their family members, their friends cheer them
Yes.
on from the stands. When you're overseas, that's something that's missing. Not everyone can afford the opportunity to have their friends and family see them play in person
Yes.
when they're overseas.
Exactly.
And not everyone even want the experience of overseas. I'm not knocking overseas at all. It's just time for the women. They have the option to
Yeah.
continue to play competitive basketball at home in the United States, or if they would like to go overseas.
True. And it's like that. Um, on both sides, other continents, they're feeling the same way. They would like to be
Yes,
home. They and so it's both ways. We're not saying anything different or trying to knock anybody because
not at all.
I love the game of basketball. I don't care where it's played. I mean, we shoveled we shoveled snow off the basketball court just to play in basketball during the winter. So uh let me see. I'm just looking for some information.
Oh, and regarding your inquiry in getting a team in Massachusetts, Boston,
Mhm.
well, let's do it.
All
the
right.
The starting steps is to get an interested coach
Mhm.
who would like to coach a team
Wow, we got plenty of
in your
that.
in your area. So anyone is interested in coaching a team in your area, all they have to do is send me over their resume. I'll provide my website for the resume, which is VP Victor Paul dot MOLDS at yahoo.com. Just send over your resume and we'll take it from there.
Actually, I'm gonna try to look for that. The I did I did see that. I did see that. I'm gonna try to share that on the screen momentarily. Once I find it, I'll put it on the screen. All right. So the league is the actually season has already begun. Um and is it wrapping up? Is this
No, this we'll be starting our season in November. Our season is a
oh,
winter
this
season.
Nova.
It
Okay,
runs
all right.
November through March, with our practice beginning the end of August, early September.
Yes. My mistake. Let's see. I want to come up with something here.
So all you players out here, dust
Mm.
off your sneakers. You still have time for tryouts.
Yes, exactly. Um, that would be nice. Um, just looking for the advertisement you had on your website. I just want to put it on the screen. And here it is. So trials coming soon for New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, DC, Georgia, Carolinas, and Ohio.
Yes, sir.
Must register at the Women's National League, Women's National D League.com.
Yes,
I like that saying, she believed she could, so she did.
absolutely.
Awesome. Awesome. So I'll continue to share that. The now that you're preparing and oh, you already prepared for it, but now that the tryouts are going to be coming, you gonna with tryouts, does the D League help? I mean, does the leagues help out with staffing of those tryouts, because the numbers are probably tremendous at each tryout? So how do you help out each team when it comes to staffing for those tryouts?
Well, the staffing basically comes in house with the help of the coaches because the coaches are from the state that they coach. So they have the inside information on such staffing as a referee, scorekeepers, trainers, things of that nature.
All right. So pretty much similar to what they do in other leagues, like an AAU tournament. That venue would basically set up everything. And the players would just come in and get judged by obviously the staff. So I like that. I really do. So the sorry, just reading something. The This D League, is it going to be on TV, local TV, or is it all going to be streamed? How could we watch it?
Well, I'll go once the season is in session, is for it to be streamed live.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. Which is pretty much, when I caught a lot of the international games, I did it through streaming and was able to watch them. So that's going to be great. I'll try to pay attention to when it does happen so I can actually post a couple of games on the Really Charlie podcast group here on Facebook.
Oh, I'll definitely get you the schedule.
All right. Good. 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 We want to. The is my friend Michael's in the comment section here, and he's always paying attention to basketball, and between him and another gentleman on the screen, Michael, they both have. Well, Michael has a podcast. He actually has different things, so I'm gonna actually ask him to do a few things on his podcast and get you guys on there also.
Thank you.
All right. So now that you're married, so how do you fit both things in? In newlywed, you're trying to do different things, and you got to set time for yourself.
Yes. Well, I'm a born multitasker. Sometimes I do a little too much, and I do have to be reminded to take time for myself, especially when something as important as the Women's National D League is to me. I just do little things to remind myself to take a moment to breathe, to step back.
Exactly.
Instead of just regrouping, focus.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And that's why you have a person by your side to, help you out, whether it's at work, with the D League and even at home, your partner says, hey, time out.
Exactly. Exactly. That could wait until tomorrow because I'm one of those people. I got 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. He's like, no, we can wait until tomorrow. Okay, you're right.
Exactly. It's another day.
Yes.
When we're not promised tomorrow, but you definitely have to set that limit.
Yes.
What is the primary? I mean, what is the one thing that you haven't accomplished that you're trying to accomplish with the D League?
I want to get the word out there more. The reason why I say that is because it is picking up a great buzz, but a lot of players are still skeptical about it because it's something new that hasn't been done before.
Mm-hmm.
So just getting the word out there so people can understand that this is an opportunity. We want everyone who interested to take full advantage of the opportunity because this is for you. These are for the players to continue playing ball at the competitive level. And one of our mission is to hopefully become a resource draft pool for the WNBA. But overall, if you don't go the WNBA route, you're still afforded the opportunity to play at a competitive level, doing something that most of these ladies love to do that they think after college they can no longer do.
Exactly. We got to keep on providing things like this. Society's kind of I don't know. We've been isolated for so long, 2.5 years, and so it's good to get something like this where we all can get out, with that, where there's an atmosphere of that everybody's involved, from the children in the family to the adults in the family, and we can basically just, go to the game, enjoy it, have fun, spend some quality time with family, and also, it's good for the community.
Absolutely.
It's very good for the community. Wherever they are, that it can help out in a lot of ways.
Yeah, it's twofold for the community to come support our games, and then for our players to support the community. The Women's National D League is big on community service. Anything that can be done to help the community, anything from turkey drives, toy giveaways, literacy programs, anything that we can do to help the community, we do. Just for the simple fact that without the community, there wouldn't be a Women's National D League. It goes hand in hand.
Good. The years ago, I knew that I knew that Coke and Pepsi were very strong on empowering women. Are they involved with your D League?
Not as of yet.
Okay, all right, because they offered. I remember when I was actually coaching, and there was so many different things out there, and Coke and Pepsi were offering a lot of things, for athletes, women athletes that were going to school, and they were offering grants and looking to sponsor many things. So, when you have a chance, just kind of look at it, I and see what they're offering for you, because I think it would be something, especially when you're trying to expand. And they may say, "Hey, we want to sponsor you, but we want a team in our area, in where our headquarters is." So, you know,
Thank you for that. I will
yeah.
definitely look into it.
The one of the big companies in my hometown is Titleist. Titleist is here. And they have a ball plant here making golf balls, and they're huge in this area. I like to find out if they would be interested in getting one of the teams up this way, and with the Titleist sponsorship, and maybe just ownership of one of the teams.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Again, any coaches out there who would like to coach a team in your area of Boston, of Massachusetts, please send your resume.
Yes.
vp.moldswndl@yahoo.com.
I'm gonna look for that so I can put it in the website. I mean, on the comment section.
Yes.
Um,
So currently our goal is for 16 teams.
okay.
Right now we have 10. So far we're moving along pretty well.
That's nice. Very nice.
Any team that we haven't established as of yet, coaching that's interested, please send your resume. No matter where you're at, please send your resume. The teams we currently have right now are in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, DC, Georgia, Carolina, serving both North and South, Georgia, if I didn't say it already, Minnesota, Milwaukee, and our newest team in Ohio.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's see. Now, is there a stipend for the players when they're playing?
Yes, for the very first season, they must play to get paid. So that's the very first season. That's pretty much to make sure that the players chosen are serious
Mm-hmm.
to play competitive basketball. So it's a season of 16 games, 8 home games and 8 away games. The Women's National D League itself, we're responsible for the lodging and the travel.
Okay. Very nice. Let me see here. Now, eventually when well, let me push back here. The WNBA, what is this? What are they looking for you to do in order to be active in your league? What are they looking for you guys to establish, or you women to establish first before they go all in, if they're
We're,
not already?
we're not affiliated with the WNBA
Okay.
yet. With the league choosing to be a winter league, that was done strategically because we did not want to be seen as competition for the WNBA. So
Smart
during
move.
their off season, they can come see our ladies, and hopefully we become a resource draft pool for them. And likewise, during our off season, we can go to their games to show support. It's all about support, unity of the women, and hopefully connecting to become a draft pool from the
Very,
Women's National D League to the WNBA.
very nice. The I have Oh, here it is. Finally, I wanted to make sure I got the correct email. The I can't think of her name right now. Shame on me. The WNBA player that is jailed or incarcerated in Russia. You have any thoughts about that?
I think it's unfortunate.
Yeah, yeah, and you know it's unfortunate, and I'm glad that a lot of people are starting to get involved a little bit more. I think initially they wasn't getting involved; they were being real big critics, and
Yes.
you know, and I'm like, wait a minute, you know, it, this girl is in jail. She's someone's mother, right? She is a mom. You know, she's somebody's daughter, and you know things happen. But we got to get her home. You know, we definitely got to get her home.
Oh, Brittany Griner.
That's her name. Oh man,
Yeah, she definitely has to come home.
yeah.
My
I'm
thoughts are she's a political pawn right now because I do not think this would be happening if Russia and Ukraine was not at war.
so true, so true, so true. And you know, so hopefully, you know, they do the right thing. I mean, we've got other Americans released from incarceration before, so hopefully we can make this happen. And like you said, you know, she's being a pawn right now. And as my friend Michael, he came up. Thank you, Michael. You know, Michael's older than me, but he remembers everything. Michelle, he remembers everything. You know, so he's like, you know, I could just yell out to him. He'll give me the answer no matter what it is. You know, so yeah, he's that's a basketball player right there. You know, tremendous. So, Michael, you should start. You should come back, get into coaching, man. Coach one of these teams up here. The All right. So Michelle, I really want to continue to. And by the way, Michelle is my wife's name. You know, and she came up with that name, really, Charlie. You know, as I did things around the house, and whether it was good or bad, mainly bad, she would say, "Really, Charlie." So that's where I get the name from.
But it's catchy. So
Yeah, I appreciate
good
it.
job, wife Michelle.
Yeah, yeah, she does. She's a strong supporter of me, the podcast, and everything that I do. So you know, I'm happy. All right. Let me see, Michelle. I have a video I want to play. You
Okay.
know, it may duplicate what you already said, but you know, since I already have it up and loaded, I want to play it. You know,
Okay.
and all right. Let's see. Add to the stream.
Out of thousands of ladies, 3 to 5% only drafted to the WNBA. All this time, the men, they have had their D League, now the G League, but the women never had anything like it. That is where the Women's National D League comes into play. We're established to give the ladies an opportunity to continue playing, continue pursuing their passion of playing basketball in the United States. Again, at this time, the Women's WNBA are drafting only 3 to 5% of eligible ladies, and their only other option was going overseas. Overseas is not for everyone, and a lot of these talented ladies they want to stay home and play in front of their friends, families, and loved ones. They want to pursue their passion at home. The Women's National D League, we currently have established 9 teams. Those team locations are in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Georgia, DC, North Carolina, both Carolinas, Minnesota, and Milwaukee. The overall goal is just to have a competitive professional teams statewide. to give the ladies, again, a chance for them to continue playing competitive ball at a professional level.
Okay.
We're just a league in ourselves.
Okay. Will it be the same rules as the WNBA, or will you have different rules?
It's pretty much the same rules that the NCAA and the WNBA follow.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. And how about the basketball? Y'all gonna play with the same size basketball, or y'all gonna do a smaller ball or bigger ball?
Same size regulation basketball for the ladies.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds
Very
good.
nice.
Regulation. 10 feet rims?
10 feet rims.
All right.
I know there's been some talk about lowering it to 9. That's still up for discussion.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that might be fly. See, I'm doing some double pump dunks.
Yeah, they out there. They can do it.
All right. Yeah, I can't wait. You know, I'm excited. And we wanted to know what really motivated you to see this vision of making this league come to reality.
It's just a void for ladies to continue playing basketball. If they don't get the opportunity to get drafted to the WNBA or go overseas, their basketball days are over. So again, we just want to make the playing field equal for both men and women. The men have been having developmental league all the time. The women never had anything like it. So coming out of college, if you don't get the opportunity to get drafted to the WNBA or want to go overseas, the Women's National D League is here.
Good. They definitely want to be appreciative and definitely interested in joining the league. Now, say a woman wants to join the league and don't know how to go about maybe getting in contact with you. How would they do that?
Well, there are quite a few options. We do have a website page. The website page is womensnationaldleague.com. You spell it out. Again, womensnationaldleague.com.
Okay. All one word?
Yes,
okay.
All one word. When you go to the page, check it out. We have requirements. The application is there.
Okay.
You'll see a little bit about our staff.
Yeah, I'm gonna scroll it on the bottom of the screen for you.
Yes, you see a little bit about our staff. Just see what we're really about, and it also gives you the locations of where we have our teams. Currently, we have 9 established teams: New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Carolinas, Minnesota, Milwaukee, and Georgia. So that's what we have right now, but we have up and coming teams in the works.
Okay. Well, you know, we're gonna definitely come out and be a part of, and I also want to know, because you know I love entertainment, what them halftime shows gonna look like.
We're gonna have something special. We'll also have something in competition with the WNBA and the NBA.
You know, I went to a black college. It's all about halftime.
Awesome.
We'll keep you entertained.
All right. I want to stop it there. Just wanted to get some of that information on there, because when we end up uploading this and putting it on Anchor and Spotify, I want to make sure that information is available, or that people can hear that information, because it was very, very informative. You're a good speaker.
Thank you.
Continue it. I like that he mentioned that he went to a black college.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. It's tremendous. I didn't, I always, being from the Northeast, and then I went down to Florida, and you see the halftime shows with the marching bands, and
yes,
you get I was in awe the first time, and now that we come up in this area, I came back home, you get an appreciation for those halftime shows, because, they were just tremendous, especially in both basketball and football, and that's what I like about it. There was always something, to do at halftime. You just wasn't sitting there waiting for the players to come out. You definitely had a good show. The board that you have established, and when you all decided to come together, was it you and a couple of people, or was it just you? How'd that board get formed?
The board was formed by the founder, Mr. B.
All right, perfect. All right. I have to appreciate that. I'm glad that he did it, and
Yes.
have to do my best to acknowledge that. When I'm seeing things with his name on it, I'll definitely post it up there, because it's very, very important when you have somebody like that. That too many people just sit on their brainstorms. They don't throw it out there. Put it out there. You never know who.
Exactly. Just for him to have the vision of all of this is amazing.
Yeah, especially when you see gymnasiums not being used, more than capable of housing, a team from the D League, and they're not being utilized. It's the people that do go in there is the people that clean it up.
Exactly.
You
That coupled with the ladies who want to play,
True.
there's no reason for them not to be able to.
Exactly. So, well, Michelle, I want you to, in closing, you can, tell us what you want. But first, I got to ask you a question that I ask everybody that comes on the Really Charlie podcast. And that question is, who would you like to see on the Really Charlie podcast?
Cynthia Cooper.
It might cost me some money, but I'll try. Well, but I'm not afraid to reach out to anybody. I reached out to many people, and to come on here, and whether they had a price tag to their name, I thought about it, or but I'm filthy rich with pennies, so I can't pay for too many people.
She's a trailblazer. I think she would be honored to do it.
Of course. So no, I promise you, I will reach out to her. I'm gonna find out who her PR person is, and then I'll go from there.
Okay.
All right. So, well, I will do that part, and I will continue to share every single thing that I see about the WNDL league. And I'm gonna do all that I can to support you. And
I appreciate it.
if you see me trolling your page, it's only me looking for some information.
Okay.
You might have 100 likes in 1 week, but guess what? I'm just looking for information that I can
Not
put
a
up
problem. Not
All
a
right.
problem at all.
Okay. All right. Anything you want to close with?
Just want to let all the ballers out there who are interested in still playing at home in front of their friends, family, and loved ones, the Women's National D League is here. All interested players, please check out the website, womensnationaldleague.com. All coaching staff, interns, interested in any opportunity with the Women's National D League, please forward your resume to my email, VP Victor Paul, MOLDS WNDL at yahoo.com. I want to thank everyone who supported me, us, the team, the Women's National D League family this far, and just keep it coming.
Awesome.
You will not be disappointed.
No, I'm already pleased, and Michelle, you keep it up. Keep in touch with me.
Yes.
If you need to talk to me, personally, just send me a message. I'll send you my number. I'm going to do that anyways,
Okay.
But please, let's keep in touch.
Definitely.
And anytime you're up this way in the Northeast, or in this case, probably be Connecticut, I'm going to go try to meet up with you and just say hello and enjoy a game,
Okay.
All right. Come back and see us, please. And
I definitely will.
And you won't have to worry about things being advertised, because I'm going to do a lot of it.
Many thanks.
We got one more comment. I want to make sure that it's not. It's all right. This is awesome, and that's from.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, Michael's a good dude. So, all right, my friend, my new friend.
Yes.
Take your spouse and give them a group hug for me.
I will.
I really, I'm proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right. I'm going to try to remember your first anniversary. All right.
Okay. Take care, Charlie.
Take care. You too.
Bye-bye.
Nice talking to you.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everyone. That is something that is in the works, definitely in place to give us another opportunity, another opportunity to see some great basketball, and I love the women's basketball game. It's very competitive, very intense, and the Women's National D League is definitely doing their thing. And I mean, look, got 10 teams already, first year, so let's enjoy it, let's enjoy it. Go to the nearest venue in all those states, and support them of the players and the organization of what they're trying to do. It's going to be a special thing. And I'm really, truly going to look into, establishing a team up this way. It'd be real nice to get them up here in Massachusetts or Rhode Island and, even New Hampshire. Get it up there and get one of the teams up this way and so we can support them. Sports venues all over the place. There's no reason for them not to be playing up in this area. All right, let's see here. All right, everyone. I'll see you on Saturday with Dawn Cosme. She will be my guest on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And can't wait for that. Another great guest. And like always, I close with my song from Peter Walker. This is a great thing. He's doing great things, and he is the Really Charlie Award recipient for the Sunshine Award. And this dude is doing amazing things, and he definitely did this for me. So I got one more comment. Make sure I address that real quick. Good job, Michael. Say Mark Bethia is the founder of the D League. Good job. And he's that man deserves an applause and deserves to be recognized. All right. All right, everyone. See you Saturday. Please join me. And don't forget, myself and Russell Ramus on WNB1 Radio on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on WNB1Radio.com. You also can join us on the app, on Android and Apple. That's WNB1, spelled out O-N-E, radio. Just join me. We like playing the old school. And our motto is serving you R&B music on the rocks. Chilled music and chilled host, where you get to listen to the music you love the most on WNB1 Radio. All right, everyone. God bless. See ya.
It's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bump into your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yo, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Yeah, it's the Really Charlie Podcast. Bump into your broadcast, grab a chair, fill your glass.